is here for her therapy.
Hi, Bert.
Hi.
Sure is an honor to be working with the head of the advocacy program.
Oh.
We're going to do our best for you.
Yes, you always do, Dale. And I'm going to try my best to work as hard as the other patients do here.
Well, I have no doubt that you will. I've seen you in action.
Well, I hope some of that confidence rubs off on me. Hi, Heather.
Good morning, Mrs. Bauer. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Jake?
Very well. Your walker's right over here. Okay. Now let's get started.
Jake, could we wait a minute?
Schedule's pretty tight, Mrs. Bauer.
Yeah, I know, but if you don't mind, I'd really like to wait till my son gets here.
Billy, I've got the Botley leases here. Now, Ollie Pilat's been calling about them all morning. I think we ought to make a decision
Just
before
forget
it
about the
calls
leases. We got more important things to think about.
Billy, the deadline's tomorrow.
Who cares about the deadline if the company goes down the tubes?
Oh, come on. You're not going to start on that again, are you?
I'll tell you what. I'll stop it. I'll stop it when you come up with some answers. Now, tell me, how are we going to protect LTA and Josh from Reva Shane?
I can schedule your first therapy session for 1 o'clock. The longer you put this off, the harder it's going to be. You know that.
Maybe tomorrow.
You're making a mistake. If you don't try to help yourself, there's nothing
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay, I'll stop by later, see if you changed your mind.
Louis, I heard the news. They've got Josh out of intensive care. That means he's getting better, right?
Some. Everything's coming along, medically speaking.
Medically speaking. You mean he hasn't agreed to the therapy?
No. Josh is very depressed right now. He doesn't seem to be willing to fight. What he really needs is something to motivate him.
Motivate him. Well, I'll take care of that. You just step aside.
Mrs. Lewis, it isn't that simple.
I don't care. You just hang on to that baseball beanie of yours, honey. I am going to motivate Josh right out of that room and right into therapy before he knows what hit him.
And now, Guiding Light.
Good morning, Joshua. Louis just told me the good news that you're all set for therapy.
Get out.
You know, it's really amazing. Here you have been through 2 major operations, and you're already out of ICU. In no time, you're going to be blowing this joint. You're going to be up on your feet again walking.
I'm never gonna walk again.
Bull, the doctors say you're doing just fine.
Fine. I'm paralyzed.
Well, that's just for the time being, though. I mean, your paralysis isn't all physical, you know. It's emotional, too. And as soon as you realize that...
When did you get your medical degree?
Oh, I don't need to know medicine. Joshua, I know you. And I know that you can be as stubborn as a mule in August when your pride's hurt.
Oh, no. You're a little off on that one. It's not my pride that's hurt, Reva. It's my spine that you wrecked.
Now. No feeling sorry for yourself allowed. Now, Ed Bauer did not go to all the trouble of taking those bone chips out of your back to not have you at least make an attempt to get up on your feet and walk.
If you don't leave now, I'll call the nurse and have you thrown out. Fine. It's just fine.
No, you're not going anywhere until we talk this out.
My chair.
Joshua, I know why you're still
Shut up!
paralyzed. It's because of my
Shut up, Reva! I don't want to hear any of
You're
this.
gonna hear this. You're gonna hear it whether you like it or not. Now, this may be a little hard to accept, but I married your daddy because I love him. You deserted me. You cut me off. And you made me feel like I was dead. And HB was there to comfort me and to bring me back to life.
I wish he hadn't.
Well, he understood me. He didn't try to judge me or change me, and he still doesn't. He is my friend.
He's your sugar daddy. He's an easy touch, Reba.
He accepts me for what I am. Could you ever in your life ever say the same?
He's an old man.
Not with me. I make him young
Oh,
again.
God, I don't want to hear any of this.
Josh,
Go of
stop
me!
it!
This is what you planned all along, isn't it, Reba?
Stop it!
You planned to be a Lewis your whole life. Ever since your mother brought you in and sat you down on a kitchen table.
You know what? You sound just like Billy now. He thinks I'm trash. He thinks I married your daddy for his money and for the precious Lewis name. Well, he's wrong. I truly love your daddy.
You say that you know me, right? Well, I'll tell you something, Reba. I know you too. And you are everything that Billy says you are. And worse.
You're forgetting one thing. Reva Shane is now Reva Shane Lewis.
And you know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means. It means that if something should happen to HB, Reva could gain control of Lewis Oil.
Exactly. So you and me are going to band together. We're going to get Josh to merge, and that way we will protect LTA.
Billy, obviously, now is not the time to try to force Josh to make a business decision.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Now is exactly the time because, you see, if Josh thinks that he can get back at Reva, he's going to want to get better. He's going to have to get
Or
well.
he might collapse under the strain. Now, honey, I know that you mean well, but...
Reva Shane needs to be punished. She's the one who crippled Josh.
Billy, what is important here is that we help Josh recover. Now, we cannot jeopardize that by trying to get revenge at the same time.
But, darling, that will help him. I'm trying to tell you that.
No, it won't. It's too risky.
Risky? You want to know what's risky? Risky is leaving Josh in that hospital, leaving him at the mercy of Reva. No, when he gets out of that hospital, he's coming. He's going to live with me and Vanessa.
Are you crazy? That is a terrible idea.
Grip one hand here, the other here. Lift the walker, place, push down on your hands, lean forward, and hop. Got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, learning to use a walker is no piece of cake now.
Well, it seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, we'll tell that to your body in a couple of hours. You're going to be developing a whole new set of muscles to support and propel yourself. And this process is slow, tiring, and frustrating. So let's get this first part down first, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, Michael. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad you wanted me here. But I'm a little surprised.
Why?
I thought you'd probably feel a little self-conscious until you're more comfortable with the walker.
Well, why should I feel self-conscious? I lost my leg and I'm learning to do without it, that's all.
You're really something else, you know that? No matter what comes your way, you just cope with it. No problem, no fuss.
Oh, come on, stop exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating. The whole family's always drawn on you for support. You know that.
Well, so now the tables are turned and I'm drawing on the family for support for a while.
Well, you got all I can give.
I know that, dear. That's why I wanted you here. This is a very important moment in my life, and I wanted you to be with me.
Okay, time's wasting, Mrs. Bauer. Can we get started now?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Okay, all right.
Can I help you?
No, I think she better do it on her own. Okay, lock your wheelchair.
It's
Got it
locked.
locked? Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's locked.
Watch your foot here. Okay, now with your left hand, grab right here on the walker. And with your right hand, you're gonna push off the wheelchair. Okay?
Here.
Yeah, on the count of 3, okay? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait, I'm doing, I think, all right, I'll try again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm up. I'm up.
Very good. Excellent, excellent. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm standing up. It's wonderful.
All right, all right. Now just remember, nothing fancy, just one step at a time, okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right. That's excellent. Very good.
Looking good, Bob.
All right, you got the idea, but look,
What?
don't extend your arms quite so far, only to here. Okay?
A little bit?
Yeah, right. Okay? All right. Go ahead.
Great, Bob. Just great. Come on, come on. Let's go. One more time now. Come on. Something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong.
What's so funny?
Deja vu. Well, it seems like only yesterday when we were in Papa Bauer's living room, and I was doing exactly what you're doing now. I was reaching out to you. You were 11 months old, and I was urging you to take your first tiny wobbly steps.
Looks like we get the place to ourselves. All right. I feel like we've gone AWOL. Are you sure that Lola can handle the lunch crowd by herself?
What crowd? It's a Wednesday in summer. Lola's gonna do just fine. And besides, we owe it to ourselves to catch one Cub game uninterrupted every summer, right?
Yeah,
Right.
You got that right. All right. Hey, I like the place. It looks good. Although, I think you should get a little more stuff in here.
Yeah, well, I think it'll look great, too, and it won't take us but another 100 years at the rate Annabelle's going.
Well, your great-grandchildren will appreciate all the hard work.
Oh, they better. We'll come back and haunt them. God. We didn't have anything to sit on till a couple days ago, and Annabelle found this thing. What do you think?
Well, it's not the sort of thing that I would pick out myself, and Annabelle, well, her taste is a little...
Yeah, she's full of surprises.
But listen, paint job looks real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bethel Newjack did a very nice job. I mean, they got the windows here. The trim looks real good. And this,
No, freeze!
What? It's not wet. It's...
I know. I just have a real hard time keeping it level.
Oh, I see. Well, it's an old house. Maybe the foundation's a little unstable.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I check around upstairs?
Yeah, go ahead. There's nothing up there but a mattress and a floor, though.
Oh, well, that figures. Maybe I'll just wait until you get the jacuzzi in.
You're on.
Isn't it time for the game?
It is time for the game, and I don't want to miss a pitch. Eckersley's pitching today. He's had 4 in a row.
Hey, where's the TV?
It's not here.
What? Somebody ripped off your TV, man?
It's serious, man. No self-respecting burglar would hit this place.
That's a good point.
Maybe Annabelle put it up in the bedroom. Hello, TV! No, not in the bedroom.
Man.
Under the sink.
The sink.
Oh.
If I didn't recognize some of these prepositions, I'd swear this wasn't English.
Man.
What? You should be proud of yourself. You're a lucky man. You have a smart wife.
Yeah. This is stuff for her dissertation.
So?
She told me she was going to the library today. She should have taken this with her.
Well, maybe she took the TV and traded it in on a chair.
Wash your mouth out with soap. I wonder what she did with that thing.
Why don't we just go to my house? This is ridiculous. All right.
In the closet behind the clothes.
All right. Oh, behind the clothes, of course. Why don't we check there first?
I suppose we lack the professor's subtle mind. Well, unwrap those heroes, put your feet up, and sit down, everybody. We got some serious goofing off to do.
What is so terrible about Josh moving in with me and Vanessa?
Well, just stop and think about it a second. Billy, there's been an awful lot of turmoil in your house lately. Mindy just lost a baby. She's also just gone through a divorce, and on top of that, Vanessa is pregnant.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Josh can handle that.
That is not the point. Who is going to handle Josh?
Josh, he's not going to be any problem, darling.
Billy, he is going to need lots of attention. He's going to need round-the-clock care. Now, Vanessa can't give him that. It would be too much of a strain for her.
You're right. I hadn't even thought of that. Okay. Yeah, I got to protect Vanessa. I mean, this condition is delicate, and don't want another thing happening like it happened with Mindy. Well, what are we gonna? How are we gonna protect Josh? I mean, we can't just leave him at the mercy of HB and Reva.
You make it sound like they are aching for a chance to torture him or something.
Bullseye, darn. Yes. Okay, but hey, since you can't take care of him, I mean, you got too many duties around here, and besides, you got to have a life of your own.
Well, Billy, that's not the point.
Wait a minute. I got it. We get Josh a house of his own. We put all those ramps in that he needs. We get him that 24-hour care that you talk.
Stop it. This is pointless. Josh hasn't even agreed to start therapy yet.
I know, but we have to be prepared for when he does. You can bet your booties that Reva's going to be
Billy,
prepared.
if you're going to work yourself up into a lather like this, you're going to end up making things worse.
Tell me, Trish, how could things get much worse?
You are so sure you know what HB's up to. You might just be wrong.
Darling, it doesn't make any difference what HB's up to. I know what Reva Shane is up to. She wants everything. She wants the whole kit and caboodle.
And you also know that HB has never been the type of person that lets somebody else lead him around by the nose. Now, you ought to have more faith in him.
Faith? After what he has done?
Yes, there is obviously more here than meets the eye. Our daddy has never done anything to hurt this family.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, he has messed up 6 ways to Sunday, and the only way that he is going to make amends is by divorcing Reva Shane.
Well, you know he is not going to do that. You have never fought with HB your entire life. Why are you starting now? This family needs to pull together.
Trish, I'm sorry. I ain't got no choice.
Yes, you do. Now, what happened to Josh was an accident. And HB and Reva are just as broken up about it as we are.
Reva Shane has got to go.
Damn it, Billy. Stop trying to back our daddy into a corner. Don't force him to make a choice.
What kind of choices are you talking about, Patricia? Never mind, Patricia. I know the answer.
Well, I was wondering when you were going to show up here.
Would you mind leaving the two of us alone for a while, honey? Your big brother and me need to have a little heart-to-heart.
Not at all. I think it's a good idea.
Come to your senses yet?
Funny, I was just about to ask you the same question.
Oh, you mean the other night when I kind of flew off the handle about that ultimatum? Yeah, well, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Accepted.
I mean, it's not like it was really your fault anyway. I figured Reva was behind the whole thing.
An ultimatum with an apology is still an ultimatum, Billy boy.
Yeah, you're right, HB. I didn't mean for it to come out quite that way.
Good. I hoped you wouldn't go against me. No need to. All I've been doing is trying to guarantee myself a little happiness in my declining years.
What, Daddy, see, I'm not talking just about a few laughs here. I'm talking about the future of Lewis Oil.
You are, and are we?
Well, you mean that you are willing to let everything, your whole life's work, fall into the hands of your housekeeper's daughter?
That is a hell of a thing to say. The one thing the Lewises aren't is snobs. I'm surprised at you.
Well, just forget about all that. What I'm saying, Daddy, is it seems that you would rather have Reva Shane around you than your own family.
I don't see why one should exclude the other. If I had my way, I'd have you all around me all the time.
You got some prenuptial agreement signed then that keeps Reva out of Lewis.
Maybe, maybe not.
But if you don't, it can only be interpreted one way, that you intend to use Reva against us.
How do you figure that, boy?
Oh, it's simple. Well, you threaten to give everything to Reva unless Josh merges LTA with Lewis Oil.
You think you understand it all, don't you? All schemes and deals and dirty tricks.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to the man who taught me everything.
Well, in that case, I think it's time for the next lesson. I married Reva because I love her.
Uh-huh. What else?
Nothing else. I love her, and I intend to stay married to her no matter what.
How can you say that you love Reva?
For a whole lot of reasons.
Well, name a few.
All right? Because she never pussyfoots around. She tells it like it is, come hell or high water. Because she takes all the love I give her and she hands it back to me with interest. And because, most of all, she's full of life and joy. And she's gonna light my declining years on the face of this earth.
That's all sound very cozy, HB. How does Josh and Melinda Sue figure into all of this joy?
Billy, I want my family happy and united more than anything else in this world, but that is never gonna happen unless you all accept Reva as a Lewis and as my wife.
But there ain't no angle, is there? You really mean all this, don't you?
You bet I do. I'm not talking about business. I'm not talking about mergers. I am talking about love. And the sooner you get that through your head, the happier we are all going to be. Think it over, son. And remember, when you come around, your daddy will be waiting for you.
What happened?
That old fool loves Reva.
I told you so. So you're gonna stop this battle now? You can't fight love.
No! No, I am not gonna let Reva win.
Billy, where are you going?
I'm going home. I got some thinking to do. I am now the head of the family. Hey, it's obvious. The old man has turned his back on sanity and the rest of us. Well, darling, I'm gonna keep us all together whether you all like it or not.
Oh, shoot. Hi, Rick. Come on in. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'll tell you, nobody's home. There's nothing on the tube. I'm bored out of my mind.
Minnie, listen, I've got something I have to tell you. I was up all night thinking about us, and I've come to the conclusion that
Mindy!
Oh, my God. Rick, gee. Don't scare me like that. I almost got feeling I'll punch my
Listen,
feet
you
hurt.
listen to me, please.
Don't need to shout. What's the problem? Something to do with Philip?
No! Oh, that is it, Mindy. It's over.
What's over?
You and me, we're through.
That's enough, Reva. Call the nurse.
No.
Well, fine. Then I'll just go out in the hallway and call her myself, all right?
No, you...
Reva! Reva, I'm warning you.
I don't think
Just
you're
get
in
away
any
from me.
position to be giving orders now,
I want
darling.
you out of my room and out of my life, Reva.
No. Now, I can't do that, sweetie. I'm your stepmama, remember? And I'm going to do my duty by you. I'm going to visit you every
Reva.
day. I'm going to keep wheeling you around
Reva.
this hospital until you can get up and walk out
That
there
is
on
not
your own.
going to happen. You're gonna wait here forever!
Fine. Then I'll wait. We'll all wait. The four of us. Me and HB and you and your chair. I mean, we'll be the life of the hospital. We'll do everything together. We'll go, smell the flowers in the solarium. Or we can go watch TV in the patient's lounge, and from what I understand, they have a fabulous game room here, too. We can do it all. We can play checkers, we can play Monopoly, we can play Go Fish. You could even learn to whittle, or you could learn to knit. Oh, there's all sorts of options out there available to you. I mean, a cripple can do 1,000 things as long as he's surrounded by his family. The
Stop it! Shut up! Just get away from
Josh!
Get away from me! Just get away from me!
Joshua, you could have killed yourself.
That's fine. I'd rather be dead than listen to you. Just get out of here, please.
No, I'm not leaving here until you agree to therapy, so you better
I'm
get
not
used to
ready
that.
for therapy!
Yes, you are!
Please, please, just go.
2 seconds ago, you were ready to walk across this room and destroy me.
I don't want to hear any more of this, Reva. Just go, please!
All right. I'm going. And you're coming with me.
Reva, where are you
I'm taking you a place where you can put that
No,
anger of
Reva,
yours to
stop
good
it.
use.
Reva, nurse, will you stop this lady? Reva,
Joshua,
let
just
go
don't
of me.
go telling tales now.
I don't want to.
Are you taking I'm taking you to
I do not want to go to
Yes,
therapy.
you do. He is
Let
not
go of
telling
me.
tales. He loves jokes. I don't care about your schedule. He's all set.
What kind of a hospital is this?
Mrs. Lewis. Mrs. Lewis.
We've just heard from Wrigley Field. The umpires have lifted the rain delay and have declared today's game officially postponed. We now return you to the rainy day matinee.
After all that trouble finding that TV,
Get off my TV! These guys, you know, they don't...
You expecting somebody?
No. Jeez. Cross your fingers. Maybe it's a delivery boy bringing us a chair or a perfect rug that Annabelle found. Come in.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
I'm Susan Piper from the Piper Realty.
Oh, the people that handled the sale of this place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are Anthony Reardon.
Yes?
Well, might I have a word with you, Mr. Reardon?
Sure, come on in.
Oh, thank you.
Hi there.
How
Fred
do you
Parker.
do?
Yeah,
Susan.
how are you?
Well, I understand that you are a newlywed.
Yes?
I see you and your wife haven't had time to do much decorating.
No, my wife doesn't like to rush into anything.
Oh, well, I think that's very wise. Particularly considering the circumstances, I think it's a good idea for you to take your time.
What circumstances are those?
Well, Mr. Reardon, I'm afraid there's been a terrible mix-up. You see, this cottage was never, ever meant to be sold.
We're through. What are you talking about? Why would you ever want to break up with me?
Mindy, it's not that I want to. I have to. You're just driving me crazy.
So? That's what love is all about, Rick.
Huh. For you, maybe, Mindy, but I can't handle it. I can't spend the rest of my life like this, Mindy. I'm all messed up and confused, and...
What are you confused about?
You and Philip.
We're getting a divorce.
Mindy, you're still tied to him. Now, look what happened over at company, Mindy. Look what at the hospital. Look what happened at the hospital.
Philip is our friend. I mean, we had to tell him about how Beth was carrying on with
We
Lou
didn't. We didn't, Mindy. We don't have to think about Philip at all right now. We should figure out what's going on with us. We need time to ourselves.
I know. Exactly, and that's why I invited you over for dinner. I wanted to fix all your favorites.
Mindy, that dinner was a disaster.
And I tried my best, too. And you didn't care enough to kiss me goodnight.
Well,
Why didn't you kiss me goodnight?
Because, I wanted you to come to me for once.
That's dumb. Because I was already there. I was standing right in front of you.
Yeah. No, I can't. It's never gonna work, Mindy.
Don't
It's just
keep
not gonna work.
saying that! This is really all about Claire Ramsey, isn't it? Isn't it?
No, it's not, Mindy.
Yes, it is. I know. I know. And let me tell you something. You're not going to drag me into some stupid competition with an older woman.
It's hopeless, Mindy. I'm going. I'm leaving.
Don't you dare leave! You hear me? No man has ever walked out on Mindy Lewis.
Well, there's a first time for everything, men.
No, you're not breaking up with me until I say so. You hear me? You hear me? We're not breaking up.
Mindy,
We
there's
are
nothing
not
for us to
breaking up.
discuss. You're not
We
listening
can't.
to me.
We can't. I won't let you.
Okay,
Do you hear me? We can't.
Okay,
I won't let you.
okay,
I won't let you.
Okay.
It's not over?
No.
It's not over?
No, I guess not. I don't.
We're not breaking up.
No, I guess not.
We're not.
No,
Absolutely
what?
not.
No.
No?
Oh.
We're not breaking up.
No.
Good. Rick,
What?
I've thought about this, and I've had enough. We are breaking up. It's through. Adios, amigos.
Mindy, we can still be friends.
Go away!
Oh, no, you don't! No, you don't, Mindy! You come down here right now!
No, we are through!
I mean it, Mindy! Come down here right now!
No way!
You do this to me all the time. You get me all worked up and you walk away. Well, not gonna happen this time. I'm gonna have the last word.
Well, you forget about that, son. Ain't nobody gonna get the last word in with Melinda Sue. What's going on, Rick?
Well, I came over to break up with Mindy. She's not listening to me.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me, son. I mean, she's had a whole heap of disappointment lately, you know. Probably the idea of you leaving her, she just couldn't face that.
Oh, that doesn't bother. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't even know that I'm alive!
Oh, hey, son.
She
Come on
doesn't.
in here. It's about time you and I had a little talk. Now, why don't you just sit down for a second here. Rick, hey, I'm kind of surprised at you. I mean, you hung in there with my princess through all that stuff. And now you two finally got a chance to be happy. And you telling me you gonna break up with her?
No, that's not it, Mr. Lewis. I love your daughter, but she does not love me.
Son, they talk about love being blind, but this is ridiculous. My daughter is head over heels in love with you and has been ever since you guys came back from New York City.
You really think so?
I know so. Hey, I see all the signs.
Well, she's got a funny way of showing it. She ignores me all the time.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Whenever she gets in trouble, bam, she runs to you like a shot. She runs to you before she runs to me now. Now, what does that tell you?
That tells me that she wants to use me.
Well, Mindy's got a little bit of a user in her, but you can't hold that against her. That's just the way she was raised.
Oh, look, Mr. Lewis, I really care for Mindy a lot, but it is just not going to work. We're two different people. I can't handle her.
Son, that's your problem right there. You don't handle a woman like Mindy. You love her. I tell you, it'll keep you both honest.
Yeah, that might work. That might work if I could be with her 24 hours a day. But see, I can't do that, Mr. Lewis. I have a job at the hospital. I got schoolwork.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe Mindy doesn't really need to get involved, get married again right away. I mean, she does have a lot of living to do. But, you know, it's not the amount of time you spend with somebody. It's what happens during that time.
Maybe I...
No, maybe it's about it. Rick, think about it. Hey, when you went off to New York City, now, you only spent a couple of days together, didn't you? But in those couple of days, you guys got close. You got close enough to see you through all these hard times that have come since. Isn't that true?
Yeah, you're right. But I can't pack up and haul Mindy off to New York every time she gets bored.
Well, hey, I'm not saying you got to go to New York. No. You just got to get out of Springfield. You got to get away from Philip Spaulding. You got to get away from all that other stuff that's between you. You know, a vacation might just be the ticket.
Mr. Lewis, are you suggesting that Mindy and I, we go off alone together? Alone?
Yeah, I guess I am. Hey, son, I trust you. I know you love Mindy enough to be honorable, not to get her in any trouble.
I really appreciate that, sir.
Hey, and besides, the way things going on around here, I think it'd be better for Melinda Sue to not be around her family right now. So what do you say, Rick? You think you could patch things up just enough so that you and Mindy could get away and be alone together for a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I really do. In fact, I think I know just the place I'd like to take her.
Will you please let go of my chair?
Woman,
She has kidnapped a patient.
This gentleman right here is ready for therapy, so if you could get him a therapist, that'd be great. And I think this lady here could use a sedative if you got one
Dale,
handy.
it's all right. I know these people. Hello, Josh. Oh, I'm so glad you've decided to go ahead with your therapy.
I haven't decided.
Oh,
Mom, are you okay?
yeah, I'm fine. I think I'd like to sit down now.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But I'm going to be better now that I have a friend to go through it with me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe I should give it a try.
But Mr. Lewis isn't scheduled.
Dr. Darnell gave us the
I
go-ahead.
can't find Mr. Lewis's name on the
Well,
appointment.
look a little harder, okay?
Look, I'm very tired, Jake. Could Mr. Lewis take the rest of my session? Would that be all right?
Sure. Okay.
This goes against all procedure.
Can it, honey?
Okay, look, this is a therapy room, not Grand Central Station. So come on, give us some space, huh?
Whatever you say.
Right.
You.
I'm going to talk to Dr. Darnell about
Thank you very much, ladies. Hi, I'm Jake Cornell, Mr. Lewis. We've got some work to do.
Wait, what do you mean mix-up? I bought this place. I have a deed and a mortgage to prove it.
Oh, yes, I know you have the house in your name, but you see, this cottage was never supposed to be on the market.
Then why did Miss Orwell from your agency say it was?
Well, she took the listing from the wrong file.
That's a hell of a mistake.
Yes, a very serious mistake. That's why Miss Orwell is no longer with the Piper Agency.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that she got canned, but that doesn't change anything as far as I'm concerned. My wife really likes this place. I mean, all the papers are in order, and we're not leaving.
Well, I think I can make you a proposal, Mr. Reardon, that just might make you change your mind.
I doubt it.
Well, let her go on.
Thank you.
Sure.
You see, we're really very embarrassed at the Piper Agency. Nothing like this has ever happened before, and I assure you will never happen again. However, the title to this cottage must revert to the agency.
It says who?
Well, just let her finish. Tom.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
You see, we are prepared to make a proposition to you and your wife to compensate you for any serious inconvenience we may have caused you.
What kind of compensation?
Well, I am prepared to find for you another cottage, bigger than this one, in a perfect state of repair, in a very desirable location, at no extra expense to yourself.
Oh, wait a minute, Mrs.
That's great, yeah?
Yeah, hold it. Wait. Why are your people so anxious to get this place back? It's been empty and falling apart for years.
Oh, well, that's some information I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to divulge. Well, Mr. Wren, what do you have to say to my proposal?
I'll think about it.
It's really the chance of a lifetime.
She's right, it is.
Well, my wife seems to think that this is her dream house.
Oh, don't worry. I'll find a house for your wife that'll make her forget that she ever saw this cottage. Well, I'll come round tomorrow and see to the arrangement, shall I?
Oh, don't count your chickens, Miss Piper. Annabelle can be very stubborn.
Oh, I'm not worried, Mr. Reardon. I'm sure that you'll be able to handle this just beautifully. Goodbye.
You lucky son of a gun, you get all the breaks, man.
I don't believe this, man. But, you know, I don't think Annabelle will go for it, though.
Ah, she's too smart not to. What I'm telling you, you better get back to Mrs. Piper before she changes her mind.
Yeah, you're right. I should. And the problem is, I don't know where Annabelle went.
Mindy? I have to ask you something. Will you please come down? Pretty please.
Save your breath. It's too late. I'm never gonna forgive you or take you back.
That's too bad. Are you sure?
Positive, we're through. What were you gonna ask me?
Never mind. I just want to know if you can pack up and be ready to go in an hour.
Don't be silly. I couldn't even pay my makeup kit in an hour.
Yeah.
I need at least... Why, where were you thinking of going?
Never mind, it was some crazy idea, I guess.
Well, tell me, anyway.
Well, I don't know. It's...
Come on. Tell me.
Well, okay.
Hey.
Well, okay. I don't know, Minnie. I just thought it, might be fun. I got a few days off, and I thought it might be fun if, you and I went off alone together. To Cross Creek.
Oh, yes!
You've been? I've been looking all over for you.
Okay, take it easy. That's it, a little bit at a time. That's right. There you go. That's right. Your upper body strength's excellent. That's gonna make things much easier for you to get around later on. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Back down, slow.
He's gonna make it.
Of course he is, darling. The boys are Lewis.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Jewelry by Miriam Haskell.